Good evening. I'll call this meeting of the Cartersville City Council to order. If you'll please stand for invocation and pledge. Our invocation is by Councilman Kerry Roth, who's older and wiser today.
Thank you, Mayor. Bow your heads and pray with me, please. Our dear gracious Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day. We thank you for the opportunity to come into this facility and do the business of the city. Thank you for the city administration who has helped put this agenda together, and thank you for all of our department heads who have worked so diligently. Go with us now as we do the business of the city. Be with us and give us direction and guidance. And it's in your name we pray.
Amen.
Amen.
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Just break the roll, please.
Carrie 5, Ward 1. Jay Stepp, Ward 2. Carrie Roth, Ward 3.
Here.
Calvin Cooley, Ward 4.
Here.
Gary Fox, Ward 5.
Here.
Alyssa Cordell, Ward 6.
Here.
Thank you, Julie. If everybody will make sure your microphones are on, I'd like to remind myself to turn mine on. And then I do want to make note, Councilwoman Hodge was making every attempt to be part of the meeting tonight by phone. She had something come up at the last minute, so she wanted to be with us, but she could not. So I don't know where Jace is, but that's fine. I'm sure he has a good, valid reason to. Nobody answers to me anyway. We've got they approved the council meeting minutes from our March 6th meeting, and council, you've had an opportunity to look these over in advance. Now would be the time to make any additions or edits, and if there are none, a motion is in order.
Second.
All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. We have a series of first readings. Mr. Morgan, if you'll get us started off with the first one, Section 12-1001, one-way streets.
Yes, sir, Mr. Mayor. This is a request to make the area beside Young Brothers, what was Young Brothers Pharmacy, a one-way street. It was a safety concern brought by citizens. We're asking for your approval to do this, and once the second reading is going forward, Public Works will put up the required signage and striping.
All right, thank you. Any questions on this item? Okay, once again, we will take this up for a second reading at our meeting on what is, I believe, April 4th. Is that correct?
Yes.
Thank you. And that we'll have a vote on that item on that particular day. Mr. Menino, if you'll get us started with T25-02.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. This is a proposed text amendment to the sign ordinance. Currently, we have a list of roads where electronic freestanding signs are allowed. This is to add Marketplace Boulevard, or at least the first 500 feet of Marketplace Boulevard. It's in the Joe Frank Harris corridor there. Bank of Ozark can split their property there, and I believe the frontage where their sign is being placed is on that section. Staff didn't have any concerns about it. Planning Commission took it up, had no opposition, and did recommend it for your approval.
Okay, thank you. Just as a side note, April 3rd is the date of our next council meeting, not April 4th. So April 4th is the Braves home opener. That's how I know that. I will open up a public hearing for T25-02 and ask anybody who wishes to step forward to speak for or against may do so at this time. You're welcome if you'd like to, sure. If you would, your name and your address for our clerk, please.
My name is Chris Green, 6971 Cochrane Road, Austell, Georgia, representing Sign Art, the sign company for the bank. If none of you have got this rendering, I have some to give out, and I'm for it.
It's in our packet,
Okay.
I believe.
We have,
Is that it?
yeah, we have everything back.
Okay. Thanks for being here. Anyone else wishing to step forward, speak for or against, may do so at this time. And seeing none, I'll close the public hearing for T25-02. And again, we'll take this up for another public hearing and final consideration at our meeting on April the 3rd. Next item is an update to Downtown Entertainment Zone Ordinance. Ms. Reed. Good evening to you.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I'm bringing this request on behalf of some of our property owners who are doing a development in the areas indicated by the stars. So this is just simply asking in advance of the development so that they can use the entertainment district as a recruitment tool.
questions for Lily at this time? Thank you.
Thank you.
Council, we talked in our work session about this, and I spoke with the developers of the parcels that are on the east side of the tracks, and mentioned to them one of the concerns I had would be to extend this entertainment zone while there's currently nothing there. And I asked if they would be fine with council, my recommending to council that we approve the entertainment zone, that it would become effective upon the issuance of certificate of occupancy from the city of Cartersville. They both indicated that would be totally fine with them, and they'd be comfortable with that. It would allow them to use that entertainment zone designation as a marketing tool as they wanted to, and then it also would prevent us from extending a zone that has nothing on it for the time being. So I would kindly ask that when we do take this into consideration, that you would consider that recommendation that I have. Is there any other discussion? Thank you. I will have another reading of this on April 3rd, and we'll take it up for consideration between, and then have any discussion between now and then. So, thank you for that. Creation of festival zone.
All right, yes, Mayor and Council, this is our annual request for a festival zone in support of the events that we do in our downtown square. So this will cover all of our events for the year. In the yellow box indicated, you will see the zone requested for our April and October festival. The red box is for our concert under the bridge, and then the green box is all of our other festival zone events.
Okay. Any questions or discussion about this item?
When we do that under the bridge, do we close North Public Square?
We did last year, and I would recommend that, yes, sir.
Right. Just be mindful that there's a business that road feeds under the bridge, on the other side of the bridge. So we need to make sure that we communicate well with that business owner.
I'll be happy to. Our concert will also be after their business hours, so hopefully there'll be minimal impact in that space.
Because I know that the only other way is a one-way street, which they can't get to that business on a one-way street. So just
Can they access that through our parking lot on the opposite side of the bridge?
They can, but you have to give them leniency to be able to put signage up.
Yeah, oh no, I'm not saying we shouldn't.
That's a way.
Yeah, I'm not saying we shouldn't notify them, and I agree with you entirely. When we're going to be limiting somebody's access to their to their business, we need to let them know. Quite frankly, I couldn't remember if we did, or if there was or wasn't access there.
Yeah, I think just make sure that we communicate with them. I think they're great community partners, but sometimes we have blocked them off on a couple of occasions. I think the 175th, I think they got blocked off, and a lot of their folks know how to get to their clients know how to get to their establishment, but it's a business.
Absolutely.
It's a downtown business, and they're a great community partner. So I just want to make sure that
I'll be happy to inform Mr. and Mrs. Jordan of that. Yes, sir.
Okay. Any other questions from Ms. Reed? Thank you. Any discussion amongst council? If there's none, a motion's in order.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries
Thank you.
unanimously. Thank you. Mr. Lovell, I believe you have the next item.
Yes, Mayor, this is a resolution denying an anti-lighting claim from a Cardenius. Basically, they had an accident involving an AT&T line outside the city limits that the city has nothing to do with, so we are recommending you deny it.
Thank you. Questions, comments, or motions?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Mr. Greer.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. This item is for the budgeted support renewal for ArcGIS Enterprise software. This is what we use to draw maps and manage our geographic data for the city. Like I said, this is a budgeted item, $39,700 from Esri, and we recommend this for your approval.
Thank you. Questions for Stephen on this item? If not, a motion's in order.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Thank you. Mr. Wilson.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor and Council. The Natchez Trail is a county-maintained road that has 8 city residents that live in front on this road. In fact, the only residents on this road are city residences. And so Bartow County was requested to pave this several years ago. They did agree to do so if the city would help out with the asphalt purchase. And so we did that on March 3rd. They paved the road, and we have received an asphalt bill from C.W. Matthews, a local asphalt plant where they bought it from, for an amount of $16,134.04. We did also have some of our crews. We hauled the asphalt for them, as well as did traffic control out on the main road. This is a budget item that will be included part of of our annual resurfacing project. So part of this actual bill will be paid out of the 2014 SPLOST.
Thank you. Any questions, comments, or motions?
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Next item,
Thank
please,
you.
Wade.
Yes, the Solid Waste Division of Public Works received 2 quotes from responsive garbage cart suppliers for up to 560 brown 96-gallon garbage carts. Lowest price is from Auto Environmental Systems for a total price, which includes shipping, of $30,249. This is a budget item, and Public Works recommends approval of purchase of these carts from Auto Environmental Systems.
Thank you. Once again, questions, comments, or motions?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Thank you, Wade. Mr. McKee.
Yes, good evening, Mr. Mayor and Council. The first item that we have is the Electric Department is requesting approval to purchase 7,500 feet of Okanite 15 kV 1/0 cable for the new Greenfield subdivision near Atco. We received a single quote from Stuart C. Irby as the sole source for that Okanite cable, and request authorization to purchase the material from them for a total of $31,425, and this is a budgeted expense.
Thank you. Questions on this item? If not, a motion's in order.
Motion to approve.
I've got a motion and a second. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Did you guys approve that?
Yes.
Motion carries unanimously. Sorry. I figured you did.
We had a question about the Greenfield subdivision. I think that we got.
Is that the one the Howrens got rezoned?
Yes.
Back
It's
there.
kind of back behind.
Behind Atco?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just been a while since we've seen that name.
Gotcha. No trouble at all. We're all smarter for it. Transformer purchase.
Yes, so this is the Electric Department again requesting approval to purchase one 2,500 kVA dual voltage transformer, and that'll be for our inventory for our stock. We did receive 2 bids and 4 no bids, and deemed the bid from Gresco Utility Supply to be the best based upon price. We request authorization to purchase this unit from Gresco for a total of $68,500, and this is a budgeted expense as well.
Thank you. Questions, comments, or motions?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Forklift purchase.
And this is also for the Electric Department, requesting approval to purchase a new 17,500 pound capacity forklift. We've located the specifications for an LP gas-powered Toyota unit, which meets our desired specifications and is quoted via a GSA contract. We do request authorization to purchase this item from Atlanta Forklifts via that GSA contract in the amount of $112,987, and this is also a budgeted expense.
Thank you. Any questions on this item? If not, a motion's in order.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries
Thank you.
unanimously. Thank you, Tom. Mr. Lovell, you have the first of 2 second reading of ordinances.
The first one is amending our design criteria under our water and sewer specifications to conform our pressure zones for water supply.
Okay, thank you. Any discussion on that? If not, Chair will entertain a motion.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Sorry, I was rebooting there for a second. Next item, Keith.
The second one is to amend our water and sewer rates with respect to fire hydrants by having the same rate in the city and the county. It is recommended for your approval.
Thank you. Questions, comments, or motions?
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
And motion carries unanimously. Chair, I will ask council to add 2 items to the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
We got 2 items added. Mr. Forsyth, you've all handled your 2, and then the added item that you handle. That'd be great.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, Mayor and Council. The first item I have is the Mechanicsville neighborhood water line engineering in our continuing efforts to update our water system and replace old infrastructure and improve fire safety by adding fire hydrants in these areas which are currently unable to be served with fire hydrants. This area contains about 13,160 feet of small diameter galvanized water mains. We've received a quote to design the replacement of those water mains from Goodwin Mills and Kaywood for $225,000. I recommend that for your approval.
Thank you. This has got to be, given all the work we've done downtown, this has got to be one of the oldest areas of pipe that still remain in the city. Is that a true statement?
I would say yes, that those, I haven't found the maps where those were originated yet. They're older than all the maps that I've seen.
Wow.
So I don't know when they were built.
Very good. Thank you. All right, Chair will entertain a motion.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Next item, please, Sidney.
Yes, sir. Along the same lines, the North Highland subdivision and MLK Drive area contains about 12,180 feet of small diameter galvanized water mains. Again, Goodwin Mills and Kaywood has proposed design and construction management services for replacing those water lines at $215,000. Also recommended for your approval.
Thank you. Questions, comments, or motions?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. And then the added item is a resolution that was put on the agenda relative to some equipment that we want to sell.
Yes, sir. In February, the Water Department was able to replace our sewer camera system with one that we purchased with ARPA funds. So now our old system is surplus for us. We had reached out to the city of Emerson, who had expressed an interest in acquiring that equipment from us. They came and looked at it and were very excited to be able to purchase that from us. We had negotiated a price of $8,000 to purchase the entire unit. That all you see there is was purchased in 2013. The camera, the trailer, the desk, the monitoring and control unit, all together for that $8,000. And I'll request you declare that surplus property and allow the city to sell that property to the city of Emerson for $8,000.
Thank you. Any questions on this item? If not, a motion is in order.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
And motion carries unanimously.
Thank
Thank you, Sidney. And Mr. Archer, you're up next. So if you can handle yours and that other added item on the evening, that'd be great.
Okay. Good evening, Mayor and Council. Parks and Recreation is seeking approval of this standard governmental encroachment agreement with Georgia Power, which is required for the new recreation building. Approval of this agreement is recommended.
Thank you. Any questions for David on this item? If not, motion is in order.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
And motion carries unanimously. So the other added item that was put on the agenda is a guaranteed maximum price for the recreation building. So
Right, and Parks and Recreation is seeking approval of the document, which is guaranteed maximum price amendment for the Cartersville Recreation Center project. It is an AIA document 133-219 Exhibit A, outlining the terms between the city of Cartersville as the owner and Reeves and Young LLC as the construction manager. The guaranteed maximum price is $23,381,338. And of course, this is subject to adjustments via change orders. Staff recommends approval.
we'd, and just because I asked the question in work session, what this does is just amends the agreement. I guess prior to, in the contract, it said that the contractor and the city would split any savings from that, and this simply says that any money saved is going to go to the city, correct?
Right, and the price is what it's going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Any other questions? If not, a motion is in order.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
And the motion carries unanimously. Thank you, David. Wade, you could come back up here.
Yes, sir. So Public Works is currently in need of services to perform acquisition of property and possible relocation services for one of our projects, sponsored projects. THC, an approved GDOT acquisition agent, has provided Public Works with a proposal to perform these needed services at a not-to-exceed fee of $23,600. These fees will be paid out of the 2020 SPOS account designated for right-of-way purchase, and Public Works recommends approval of this agreement.
Thank you. Questions for Wade on this item? If not, a motion is in order.
Motion to approve.
I'll second it.
All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously.
Thank you.
Sir. Let's see, Freddie, you've got the next item, next couple, I guess, yeah.
Yes, sir. This is a request for us to move forward with a GMP site work amendment for the firing range, the CPD firing range. We're requesting this approval to move forward so they can demo the site and also do some surcharging of the area that's needed and get all of that moving forward, but additionally order the pre-engineered metal building because there's a considerable amount of lead time on that. We're asking your approval to move forward with this amendment in the amount of $1,364,359. It will be rolled into the total GMP that you all have been showing for.
Thank you. Any other questions on this item? If not, a motion's in order.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
And the motion carries unanimously. And the next item, Freddie.
Yes, sir. This is a request for surplus equipments that departments have deemed as surplus. We're requesting your approval to list these items on gov bills and sell in this section.
Very good. Questions, comments, or motions?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
And motion carries unanimously. We save the best for last. Come on up, Tom. It's good to see you.
Good evening, Honorable Mayor and Council. Tonight we'll be looking at the January 2025 and comparing to January 2024. In the general fund, revenues increased over last January by $4.7 million. Expenses increased by $7.3 million. Areas of revenue I look at in the general fund, local option sales tax, have a slight decrease there from compared to last year of $93,000. Building permits and inspection fees have a decrease there of $481,000. Water and sewer fund revenues increased over last January by $84,000. Expenses increased by $967,000. This is due to increased personnel expenses, decreased operating expenses, increased debt service expenses, decreased capital expenses, and increased transfers to the general fund. In the gas fund, revenues increased over last year by $2 million. Expenses increased by $1.9 million. This is due to increased personnel expenses, increased operating expenses, increased cost of purchased gas, decreased capital expenses, decreased debt service expenses, and increases in transfers to the general fund. In the electric fund, revenues increased over last year by $3 million. Expenses increased by $167,000. This is due to increased personnel expenses, increased operating expenses, decreased cost of purchasing electricity, increased capital expenses, and increased transfers to the general fund. Stormwater fund, revenues decreased over last year by $207,000. Expenses decreased by $114,000. This is due to decreased personnel expenses, decreased operating expenses, and decreased capital expenses. In the solid waste fund, revenues decreased over last year by $50,000, and I failed to change that from December. It should be January 2024, sorry. While the expenses increased $304,000, this is due to increased personnel expenses, increased operating expenses, and increased capital expenses. In the fiber optics fund, revenues increased over last January by $204,000. Expenses increased by $410,000. This is due to increased personnel expenses, increased operating expenses, and increased capital expenses. And our cash position for the month of January 2025, Unrestricted cash increased, restricted cash also increased. In SPOS account balances, SPOS 2014, $237, $949.46. SPOS 2020 is $15,267,204.06.
Perfect. Any comment on that?
Yes, sir, Mr. Mayor. Thankful to Tom and his team, but also we received the clean report from the Department of Audit, State Department of Georgia of Audits and Accounts for the fiscal year, June 30th, 2024. So we want to thank Tom and his team for all the good work on that and commend them for everything that they've done.
Well, as you said, not only me, it takes a whole entire staff to do it, so I have a very good staff. So I'm very fortunate to have had that for the last 16 years.
Absolutely. Well, thank you. Again, we're getting it all clean and getting it back even faster, and I know that's a testament to your hard work and your entire teams, and so
thank you.
Thank you. Well deserved to have
Thank
that
you.
back. Yes, sir. Any other business needs to come before council this evening? Anyone? Anyone? If not, Chair, wanted to have a happy birthday, Carrie.
I will. Thank you, sir.
As I told you in the work session, our gift to you is we will not sing to you.
Thank you.
Chair will entertain a motion to adjourn. So we're adjourned.